Theater is back, much to the delight of stage actors and audience members alike.
So exciting. It's almost like being back to normal again and just being able to do things with my son again, going outside and enjoying Orange County activities.
Remasquerading my madness, may memorize Mitchell's memo, mademoiselles. Marvelous is leading macabre monumental my mysteries with the rebel.
This is the Alice Experience, an original musical written by Tim Nelson. In 2006, Tim opened the Rose Center Theater in Westminster as the managing artistic director. Today, with certain COVID restrictions still in effect, he was able to modify his original Alice script so the show could go on.
In order to accommodate smaller groups in our theater that are safe with the COVID requirements, we've stretched the musical out into various areas.
Small audiences of about 20 follow different Alice performers from scene to scene in and around the theater.
They watch a short scene inside here. They then follow Alice to an outdoor space that we have, a nice stage outdoors, for the next scene. They then follow him to another part of the theater for a third scene. They finally come back in here for the finale scene. Meanwhile, another group of 20 people have come in here for the first scene, followed a second Alice.
Maybe they know the way to the croquet game. I think we should go this way.
We get to now also interact with the audience one-on-one. Throughout the show, we can talk to them and relate to the kids, and it's so interesting that they get to follow us throughout our story instead of just staying in one place.
This unique format allows the cast to entertain as many as 150 audience members over a 2-hour period. The long-awaited return to the stage is bringing an end to a very long year.
It's kind of just like a breath of fresh air. Our lives pretty much slowed down, like so much. Like we were just doing show after show, always performing, and then in March we just stopped and everyone just was just at home and still singing in our bedrooms, I'm sure.
Luckily for the Rose, the pandemic hit just as they were finishing a very profitable run of Mary Poppins.
Friday the 13th, March 13th, 2020, a day we all know well. Well, the week before that, we had just closed our musical Mary Poppins. And Mary Poppins was a huge hit. We had this place sold out.
Revenue from the show helped keep them afloat, but Tim also runs the Academy for the Performing Arts at Huntington Beach High School. And for them, COVID was a complete showstopper.
We had a show opening Beauty and the Beast on Friday the 13th. It was canceled that day, so that was even worse.
Olivia, who plays the Queen of Hearts in Alice, had the starring role of Belle in last year's ill-fated Academy production.
I was kind of in shock. I was like, oh, I mean, it can't be that bad. Like, we'll get to do it eventually.
Everyone thought, we were going to have to just take some time, see what happens, get some guidance, and then we'll be up, back and running after Easter break. Well, no. Didn't happen.
The school year ended, and this final dress rehearsal was the last time Olivia would portray the beautiful Belle. But in addition to the Alice Experience, Tim had written many musicals. So in the early days of the pandemic, actors at the Rose were able to live stream virtual experiences without needing to pay royalties.
Because I am a composer and I've written many amounts of musicals, we had some stock to pull from.
Then, as restrictions began to lift, the Rose found more creative ways to connect with fans, such as this Music Man Concert Edition. Tim is also a gifted talent and played the leading role.
Starting in November, we actually started when we called things were able to come back inside at a 25% capacity. We started doing some concerts, but our concerts were still outside because vocally at that time you could only be outside. But movie showing and screenings and dance concerts could be inside.
And now, as Orange County numbers continue to improve, performers are once again feeling those familiar butterflies of taking the stage and basking in the glow of the spotlight.
Whichever way my man takes is where we're gonna play a bit. So no question, doubt, or dare do it, or I am liable to throw a fit.
It's really odd as a performer not being able to do what you do for a living. So I think the whole world can kind of relate to that, and being able to do it again just like it almost like as cheesy as it sounds, it makes you want to cry. Like it just feels a sense of normalcy comes back into your life.
I've had so many people say, thank you for letting me come to a live event. I've needed this, so it's really nice.